Welcome to another edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to give you a whip-around look at some of the latest news coming out of the sports betting industry. This week, in our state and national reports, we're going to be talking August, September, and October benchmarks.
August?
August.
Wait. Let me guess the state. Hello, Arizona.
There we go.
All right.
Deals, we've got a pair of Brazilian deals.
Okay.
We've got a NBA data deal to discuss, as well as a bar deal. And when I say bar, we have a alcohol-infused bar deal type of thing.
Okay.
Not a bar association or anything like that. Industry updates, we've got launches and closures.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's sad when you have closures, though.
Yes, but at least this time it's not a sports book.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Legislative updates, we've got Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Louisiana, and Texas. Mm-hmm. We'll start our state national reports right after this.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-479-3522. That's 800-479-3522. 800-479-3522.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to start off our state and national reports going into the way back machine. Not too far back, but far enough that we are now in November. We're still talking August.
Well, of course, we're talking about Arizona, but they had a milestone in August.
Yes, they became the seventh state to pass $19 billion in total handle, which is nice to see. Also, they reported a record retail handle of $22.76 million.
Okay.
And to go with that record handle, they recorded a record loss for their retail gross gaming revenue.
Okay.
$1.2 million retail gaming loss.
Interesting.
Yes. And with Arizona reporting their numbers, we can actually close the book now on August 2024 with our national top 10 in terms of handle. Obviously, we have New York, we have Illinois. 3, 4, and 5 were different this month.
Well, New Jersey's in one of them.
New Jersey is 3. I was surprised at 4 and 5 here.
It's either Ohio or Pennsylvania.
Ohio was number 4.
Ohio.
Number 5 was...
I think it's the state we just talked about.
Yes, it is.
Arizona. Yeah.
Yes.
It was worth the wait.
Pennsylvania and Nevada didn't crack the top 5, but they are 6 and 7.
Okay.
Moving forward in the calendar to more present news.
Wait a minute. Let's get a little more respect for the rest of the list here. You didn't do all 10 yet.
Massachusetts, Virginia, and Maryland.
There you go.
Out the top
there
10.
you go. I want to give the respect due to those states. So.
Well, moving ahead in the calendar.
Okay.
September.
Obviously, you don't care about those other states.
Well, I did.
If you
the
don't
top
crack
5.
the top 5, to hell with you, right?
Basically, that's basically it.
Okay.
Well, 5, 6, and 7 were pretty close together.
Sure.
But here we are, September. We've got the state of Ohio reporting year-to-date handle reaching $6 billion for the state. Year-to-date tax revenue passed $125 million,
which is important for the state.
Yes. The state also reported its third time with at least $100 million in revenue and the sixth time with at least $800 million in handle.
Okay.
Moving over to the Commonwealth of Virginia, they reported their September sports betting numbers, sixth time with at least $600 million in monthly handle and the second time with at least $70 million in gross gaming revenue. Moving over to another part of the country, we're going to Colorado here for their September sports betting report.
Okay, I hope you have an update on my favorite Colorado sports betting market.
I do, but we will do the general numbers first.
No. You work at your own pace there.
Well, I tried to, and then you slowed me down at the top 10.
I just wanted to.
Okay, so state of Colorado.
Just want to be complete.
Yes, state of Colorado became the sixth state Post Passbook it passed $20 billion in total handle.
Wow.
That's a huge market too. They
Yeah.
got like something like 15, 16 sports.
I know
books.
bettors in Nevada, if they don't travel to Arizona, they travel to Colorado because it has a better sports betting menu than Nevada does.
In addition to the $20 billion mark, they also reported record gross gaming revenue and also record adjusted gaming revenue. Year-to-date gross gaming revenue has passed $350 million, and also reported record monthly revenue from parlays.
Okay.
Yes. Gotta have a parlay report.
In 2018, 2019, no one was even figuring in parlays for, giving us the numbers for parlays. They have become so important to sports betting operators that, we get numbers for parlays every month now.
Yep. Table tennis. You had mentioned your favorite sport there.
Yes, table tennis.
Record handle, record revenue.
Wow, look at that.
$17.87 million in handle.
Okay.
And $1.58 million in revenue.
Okay. Well, now, what is this? I want to know what month this is. Arizona screws me up every time.
September.
So we're in September now.
Yes.
Okay. Now
for
we're in
Colorado. Anyway.
For Colorado, we're in September.
Yes.
So is September a big table tennis month? If anyone knows table tennis, send us an email because I want to know when the best months are for table tennis when it comes to sports betting.
Well, there's a couple different places.
I don't even know if table tennis has a season. So.
It depends on the leagues too. The leagues are
it's indoors, so you can
watch,
play it any time you want.
Exactly.
I guess. So.
But seventh most bet on sport for the month. Also, all of that $17.87 million was bet online except for $493.
Okay.
It was all online, just
all right.
about.
I wonder what retail book had that. Interesting. I wonder if it's one bet.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
They don't break it down like that.
Yeah.
So, moving over to Kentucky. Kentucky put out their September numbers. According to the Kentucky Gaming Commission, Kentucky sports betting has generated $2.6 billion in handle and more than $317 million in revenue since September of last year.
Okay.
DraftKings accounted for 40% of the mobile handle in the state. FanDuel's all-time handle has passed $900 million in the state.
Okay.
Moving out to Nebraska, which is a unusual state because all they do is report revenue and taxes. They do not report handle or hold.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, that goes to show how important those two stats are for a state.
Yeah,
you know,
they're the only stats that really matter for the state.
Yeah. So
but record
handle is like one of those. Oh gosh, wow! Look how many people are betting, kind of thing. But it's really the revenue and the tax, record.
But here we have record revenue for Nebraska for the month.
All right.
Moving over to our last entry for the week, it's New York. It's usually always New York.
Yeah. How's their hold this week?
Hold is fine. Hold was back up over 10.
They had a horrible 1 week. It was like
actually
1 point.
The week of October 20th was 1.91. Something
wow.
like that. Yeah.
No, that was.
But
crazy.
here we have the week ending October 27th back to normal, 10 point something hold, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Fiscal year to date handle passed $12.5 billion. Fiscal year to date gross gaming revenue passed $1 billion. They actually set a record handle for the week of October 27th for record weekly handle. Also, the second straight week of $500 million handle or better. That's the first time they've ever done that.
And we were worried about New York.
No one's worried about New York.
No one's shedding a tear over New York.
So, but that was the first time they had back-to-back $500 million weekly handles.
Okay.
Fanatics passed $700 million in fiscal year-to-date handle already in that state.
Wow.
So that's it for the state and national reports. Let's head on over to some deals. We're going to start off our deal segment here with a very different sort of sports betting deal. We have Hard Rock Bet, which is basically the only operator in Florida, announcing a deal to be the official game day partner of Duffy's Sports Grill.
Oh, okay.
Yes. There are 30 land-based locations of Duffy's Sports Grill across Florida, so it does make sense for them to do such a thing like that.
That's great. It makes total sense. Yeah.
They're looking at exclusive promotions for the bar crowd there, in-person events organized by Hard Rock. There are other promotions that they're working on. More will be announced as they go along.
Great.
Moving over to Brazil. Brazilian market has been very interesting to watch how it's been developing, and we've got a pair of deals with Brazil in mind. We're going to discuss one right now. We're going to finish up with one at the end of the segment here. Integrity Compliance 360 announced a deal in Brazil with SeguroBet.
Okay, good.
SeguroBet will be equipped with IC360's proprietary dashboard technology, which uncovers, and the press releases from IC360 are fun to read, which uncovers nefarious and fraudulent betting activity. I love the wording in some of these press releases.
I love what IC360 is doing.
I have nothing but respect for them, but it's still fun to read these
especially
things.
in Brazil. I mean, it's such an upcoming gaming market, and it's so great that IC360 is there, because if there's integrity, if you knew everything's on the up and up, it's going to grow more, and it's going to be a more vibrant market, and people will really, really embrace it in that area. So good for them.
We're moving over to a data deal for the FTN network, which is a sports betting and fantasy sports platform. They also distribute data.
Okay.
They announced an expansion of its deal with the NBA, which allows for the addition of NBA data to the company's portfolfolio for the 2024-2025 season. Boy, I stumbled over that one. 2024-2025 season.
Like an auctioneer.
Basically, it's to track 19 different sets of data points for NBA games that will enhance bettors and DFS player experiences. Most of it's all defensive. In terms of possession type, play type, shot type, defensive alignment, after timeout situations, which is an interesting one, short clock situations, that's when it'd be, you could do the kickball, it's 14 seconds or less, ball screen defensive coverages, screen locations, screen participants, off-ball action coverages, whole slew of defensive data points that are going to be added into the mix for FTN Network and their users of their data feeds.
I am slowly getting into NBA basketball right now. It just I haven't been motivated yet. I mean, see, we're in an area where we're hearing Philadelphia news and the news. Joel Embiid, he's not playing a lot. I can't believe
suspended at the time for a little while.
What a mess that is! I can't believe there's load management this early in the season.
You have to.
I mean, come on.
Especially for a guy who's constantly hurt.
So I guess the regular season doesn't mean anything anymore.
No.
So.
But the one thing I did notice,
I do. If I see like a bet cast or something like that, I stick with it. I keep it on for some bizarre reason. I like that information that I'm just sitting there and it's just feeding me information.
The one thing I noticed for the regular season for NBA, early on, you do the overs. Because a lot of scoring before the defense.
Is that it? Is that true? I don't know.
Every over I've placed so far has been cashing. So
yeah, okay.
But over early, unders late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Over in back going over to the Brazil, we got a Sportradar deal. As a matter of fact, it's a technical cooperation agreement with the Brazilian Ministry of Finance. Basically, they are going to collaborate with the Brazilian ministry to create items for the newly regulated sports betting and online gaming markets there. They're going to be aiding the technical staff of the division. Actually, here's the title. Technical staff of the Secretariat of Prizes and Betting.
See, another reason why I love what Brazil is doing is making these deals.
They're doing it the right way.
They're doing it the right way. It's like from the ground floor up. It's just great.
They're learning from everything else they're seeing everywhere else.
It's just absolutely great.
Yes.
So.
And final story of the week, we have Intralot. Now, Intralot, everyone knows here in the United States from that mess that was created in D.C. with Gambit.
Oh, that's right.
I
was trying to remember where I heard that name before.
They have now extended their partnership with the British Columbia Lottery Corporation through 2028 and will provide the BCLC with an iLottery platform.
Okay.
So, congratulations,
British
Intralot.
Columbia Lottery
Corporation.
Commission? Well, I don't
Corporation.
Corporation.
That's what it's called, BCLC.
All right.
Yeah, so they're going to be launching an iLottery platform with Intralot.
Good.
Intralot's good with the lottery. Everyone complained about them with Gambit down in D.C., but they are good with the lottery.
That was a whole mess to begin with. So I never understood how D.C. launched. I mean, there were some streets you can bet and some other streets you couldn't bet, and there was some bizarre
it was more of the pricing options that were being done.
There was a gentleman's club that still is a sports book. So it was an interesting launch, and so I think they worked out the bugs down there, which is good.
Yeah, especially since they got FanDuel to replace Intralot there. So Gambit. Yeah. That's it for the deals. We're going to head over to some industry updates right after this.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to start off our industry updates segment here talking some integration.
Okay.
Yes, we want to be all-inclusive here. Penn Entertainment and ESPN both announced that the account linking between ESPN Bet and ESPN is now available for customers.
Okay.
Fans now have the ability to seamlessly track upcoming live and settled bets within the ESPN app and on ESPN.com.
Okay. So when I log into ESPN.com, I'll see what do you call a button?
If you
go to ESPN Bet?
If you have an ESPN Bet account, you can now access your information through the ESPN.com website or the ESPN app.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, and also the integration will allow ESPN Bet to offer more personalized bets and timely promotions based on what they're watching on ESPN.
Okay.
And what they're looking up on ESPN.com.
Okay.
So that's a good step in the right direction.
Sure. Well, ESPN I know has that. Yes. What are your favorite teams kind of thing.
Well,
so
that's going to go all into the ESPN Bet mix.
All going to integrate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they're hoping this will actually increase its market share too.
Yeah.
It hasn't performed as well as it expected to, but it's getting there. Maybe this will do it.
It is still relatively new, so
Well, it's a few percentage points below where it should be.
And by the way,
where they anticipate.
By the way, you can't turn on ESPN the channel.
No, not now.
Without seeing something about ESPN Bet.
Moving from sports betting, we're going to poker.
All right.
We've got Rush Street Interactive announcing the official launch of its highly anticipated proprietary online poker platform, Bet Reverse Poker.
Nice.
In Pennsylvania. They developed it in close partnership with Phil Galfond, who's a huge name in the poker industry.
Yeah, I know. What
they bought Run It Once Poker.
Run It Once. That's it. Okay.
Yes. So what they've done here is they offer a comprehensive suite of game formats, including cash games, sit-and-go tournaments, multi-table tournaments, catering to players of all skill levels. Yes, I read that exactly off the press release.
Now, any plans of expansion? I mean, we're sitting here. We're 5 minutes away from the Pennsylvania border. So,
I think what they're doing, they're trying to get all the kinks out because they're trying to tie in the live poker rooms with the online poker site.
Let's work out all the kinks in Pennsylvania before we bring it to Jersey.
They have two different poker rooms to work with.
Absolutely, two great poker rooms too.
So they're going to be working with those poker rooms to create a live and an online combined experience. One of the interesting segments of the platform are dynamic avatars.
Okay.
Basically, your avatar is going to be reflecting moods and reactions to what's happening on the table.
Okay, that's
so
interesting.
Other people can actually read your avatar's face.
Okay. Well, that like a poker face kind of thing, or
Well, it's going to be reacting, so you're going to be able to. You're actually
so
going to be able to
now
tell.
we're going to have a tell, and
Yeah, somebody's going to have a digital tell.
I'm sure that's not the case, but I'm sure that's reacting after something happens. I don't think if you get pocket aces, I don't think your avatar is going to be smiling ear to ear.
I will return to the press release.
All right, give me what the press release says.
Provide players with real-time insights into their opponent's play styles and dynamically adjust their expressions based on their opponent's behavior.
Ooh.
So yeah, you're going to be able to read tells and all that stuff.
See, now I'm intrigued.
Yes.
I'm very.
I got to go see this
about
now.
This. Now I have to drive about 10 minutes west and go and get a Pennsylvania account or something like that.
BetRivers Poker is the first new U.S. online poker platform since PokerStars in 2016.
Okay. No, I love the innovations what you're saying, so I can't wait to check it out.
And there'll be integrations with Poker Night in America too, which BetRivers also owns.
Great.
So
Great.
Moving over to Caesars Entertainment, we've got two stories from them. We've got Caesars Entertainment announcing the launch of Horseshoe Online Casino in Ontario.
Oh, okay. So wait. Let me. It's
by the time this airs, it should be in Jersey too.
I hope so, because I'd love to check it out. Yeah. So right now it's in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and now Ontario
and West Virginia.
Sorry, West Virginia. I should.
The last one on the list is New Jersey. At the time we're taping this, the last one on the list to launch is New Jersey. They plan on launching in New Jersey at some point.
Oh, okay.
By the time this airs, it should be up and running. As quickly as this is moving, this is one of the fastest rollouts I've seen in a while.
So New Jersey, very soon, we're going to have, possibly very soon,
you're right.
We're going to have what's the official name of it?
Horseshoe Online Casino.
Horseshoe Online Casino. And also, very close, probably as I'm speaking and you're seeing this because we recorded this prior to the week you're looking at it. Was it Monopoly?
Yep.
Online casino in New Jersey. So,
two new ones.
Okay. Yeah, it's switching over from Virgin Casino to Monopoly.
Yep. So. The other story from Caesars, they announced the official closing of the announced sale for the intellectual property rights of the World Series of Poker.
Okay.
They still retain the right to host flagship events. Caesars does. The group NSUS Group, which is the purchaser of the brand, is also the guys who do GG Poker. Basically, it's almost like a lease back to Caesars to use the brand in their rooms and their hotels, all that stuff. World Series of Poker. Also create a new subsidiary company with a bunch of the people that ran WSOP for Caesars running the subsidiary. Ty Stewart is heading up everything.
Oh, great.
One of the best guys in the poker industry right now.
Absolutely. I'm having a lot of fun on WSOP.com in New Jersey. They have something called Blast Poker, which means you're playing against two other people. And it's like you need a quick poker fix for your day in the middle of your day. I do the Blast Poker, and you can go down. You can get a game for 30 cents almost, and it goes all the way up. So no, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So.
Our last two stories here, we'll do these really quickly. One is another closure, unfortunately. Sahara Las Vegas has closed its 7-table poker room to make way for a new slot machine concept room.
So what is this, the poker report here?
Yeah. Basically, Sahara created a room so that people can test new slot machines.
Okay.
It's a testing area.
It's slots are a moneymaker.
Yeah.
Is it like 88% of the revenue of a casino?
Poker?
No, slot machines.
Slot machines, yeah.
Yeah, no, poker is no. Poker.
But this is following the Caesars Palace closure of their poker room. No word on when that's reopening yet. They have a high-limit slot area right now.
Okay.
The last story is DraftKings announced that the company is set to close its Atlantic City live dealer studio and lay off the 101 employees that work there as of January 31st, 2025. DraftKings will transition its in-house live dealer operations to third-party studios in Atlantic City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're laying off people, but those people probably will be rehired at some point, maybe.
Because they're still in Atlantic City? Is that the plan? Okay.
That's the plan.
Were we there? We were there one time, right?
We were there in the original one, the Golden Nugget.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
That's where it's being shut down from. That's it for the deals. Let's finish up with our legislative roundup. Starting off our legislative roundup, we're heading up to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, where the Public Health Advocacy Institute has filed a lawsuit against the Massachusetts Gaming Commission for failure to basically collect data.
Okay.
According to the
All right.
according to the Institute, anonymous customer data collection is mandated under Massachusetts law. Yet since creation of the Massachusetts Gaming Commission more than a decade ago, no data has been collected or shared.
Okay.
We'll see where that goes, but again, they're following the word of the law there, and we'll see how the Mass Gaming Commission responds to that.
Okay. All right. We'll see what happens.
Over in Rhode Island, staying in New England here, we've got Rhode Island Lottery issuing a RFP for a sports wagering study that would recommend how to maximize the state of Rhode Island's revenue by determining the optimal number of sports wagering service providers in Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. They want to know how many licenses to give out.
Okay. Now, are they talking about...
Before it saturates.
Okay. Are they talking about mobile? Are they talking about retail? Because they have 2 retail. I know that. I'm not sure about mobile, what they have there.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay.
Sports wagering providers. Usually that means that's a land-based, but that doesn't mean it's retail or online. Yeah. It's either or.
Okay.
I think they're trying to figure out where they can get, what point they get to before saturation.
Okay.
Over in Louisiana, we've got the Louisiana Senate convening a study to look at the benefits, concerns, and best practices of legalizing iCasinos in the state. Online casinos always been a big topic for everybody.
Sure.
A lot of cannibalization arguments everywhere around the country.
Oh,
but
yeah.
This was supposed to be done back in October 1st. That was pushed back to about December 11th here. So, we'll see what the study uncovers.
Okay.
And we're going to end the show here with our little statement from Texas.
All right.
I say little because I don't know where this is going to go, to be honest with you.
Is this the online poker? Staying with the poker theme
obviously
of this show, is this the online poker room?
Yep. Texas Poker Room intends to test the legal limits of the membership-based card room model by offering an online poker site called Hijack Poker. Not sure if I would have gone with that name, but whatever. But basically, they're going to be charging membership fees to play online, and they're going to see if the law can withstand their operation. So they're testing the limits of the law right now.
Let me get this straight, see if I go off the rails here. In Texas, you have to purchase a membership.
Yep.
Right? And then you have to...
Or a seat.
Well, no, then you have to... Then they charge you for the time you sit in your seat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, some of them don't do membership. Some just do seat fees. Different things.
And the one question that everyone has in Texas, they say they don't have a rake, but sometimes they take money out. From what I'm being heard is reported, they take money out to, have bonuses for players.
Yeah.
So they're saying technically it's not a rake, but some players think it is a rake. Who knows? I don't know.
It's all interpretation.
That's what all the reports are saying.
But they're doing a soft launch, and then they hope to launch a full launch by the second quarter of 2025, unless Texas steps in and stops them.
Okay. That's be interesting to see how, because when you're sitting at home playing poker, it's one of those things you spend a lot of time.
Yeah.
So that could run into big bucks.
Yep. Well, that's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report. As always, there's been a ticker flying by below us, which includes domestic, international casino news, as well as entertainment news for the casino industry. And as always, when this show is released on Monday mornings, there will be a full print version of the Turnpike Sports Book Report on our blog, turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button. You'll be taken to a full written version of the book report, which includes the stories we talked about, some of the stories on the ticker, and stories we didn't have a chance to buy anywhere listed in the print version there. So please head on over there at your leisure. Press releases, info@turnpikesportsradio.com.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.